ever since rank play was released, I think Call of Duty, all the shortcuts that they have taken from a server performance, a server protection, I think Call of Duty has just continued to take shortcuts over and over and over again when it comes to investing in the health and quality of the game. You know, this has been a really big complaint from my perspective, from my end, for many, many years now. You know, if you take a Call of Duty player and you send them over to a game like Valorant, where the game itself from the ground up was built around making sure that you have a fair and competitive gaming experience when you tap into a game of ranked, but not only, you know, like the health and quality of the game, but also the way that it feels when you're playing on those servers. You know, I think if you boil it down to a number, Valorant servers are comparable to like 128 tick rate, which tick rate is, you know, from the Village Idiot over here's understanding of it is really how often the server is like pinging back and forth to each player, and like the way that your bullets connect and the way that the game reacts to your input on the keyboard and mouse versus other players is how quickly you're getting a response back from the server. And for anyone that doesn't know, Call of Duty for years, I mean, really since like, I think the dawn of Call of Duty, they are on 10 to 16 to 20 something tick rate servers. Listen, I'm not trying to speak objective facts, I would say, just because I don't have a network background, but Warzone is 10 tick rate for pubs, 20 for ranked, and multiplayer is dynamic up to 24. I mean, listen, when I hear that compared to what I've experienced on Valorant and what they provide over on Counter-Strike, I mean, they're not even in the same ballpark, dude. They're not even in the same category of class when it comes to what the publisher and what the studios that have created the game are actually providing for the community. And I just think that is a massive, massive, massive problem that has gone overlooked for so long when it comes to Call of Duty. I think that they have always prided or taken a lot of pride in. They've had a massive player base, just hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people playing this game over the course of the last 2 decades. And for a long time, I think this game has always been like, oh, I'm coming home from work and I'm going to play with the boys for a couple hours and I'm going to kick back a few brewskis. And, you know, from my perspective, I think Call of Duty has taken pride in that type of audience, that type of casual player base. And so they've never really felt the need to invest in servers that perform better and faster and more efficiently, because I think they believe that the players that are truly making up the network of players that they have, you know, using their game and playing their game every day, they won't notice the difference, and they don't actually care. And so if they don't actually care and this is a casual game, then why are we going to spend more money on server performance when we're not going to see any benefit to it? And I don't mean us as players. I mean, you know, ourselves as if, you know, we're talking from Activision's perspective. I think that is one of the biggest reasons why we continue to be served just a handful of shit every single year when we play this game.